Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of Southern Indiana high school football starts now. Presented by Red Ball Recycling.
And welcome to Glycon's coverage of Southern Indiana high school football, where tonight we are at Floyd Central High School, Ron Wiglub Stadium, beautiful Scott Field here in Southern Indiana for the Floyd Central Highlanders at 2-1, hosting the Seymour Owls at 0-3. We should have a beautiful night for high school football tonight. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me is Coach Jim Kazmarek. Christian Sanchez will be on top of the box for our broadcast this evening. And Coach, this one really should be an interesting one. We got an 0-3 team in Seymour that found quite a bit of offense last week. After the first couple of weeks, maybe not so much against the Floyd Central team that lost a couple weeks ago pretty big against Whiteland, but came back last week really well against Silver Creek.
Well, and they beat a pretty good Warren East team also. So, yeah, they're on a roll. Two really distinctly different teams. Seymour is really rebuilding. They are in a total rebuilding program right now. They've graduated a lot of players the last couple of years that were star players for 2 years. They're playing predominantly sophomores and juniors. Very few seniors sprinkled in. A lot of inexperience on Seymour's part. Flip the switch to the Floyd Central side. They have 9 returners on offense. I think 14 altogether. They are a well-seasoned team. Had a great season last year. Coach Bragg is expecting even more from them this year. On paper it's a mismatch, but you never know when you have high school kids playing.
Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and look at tonight's weather, because that certainly is something that should be absolutely gorgeous tonight. In fact, it's quite lovely and warm, but should be really great. Tonight's weather forecast is presented by American Family Insurance agent Mark Stevens. For any of your insurance needs, contact Mark at 812-283-8600. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And for tonight's weather, I checked just a little bit ago, and it said it was 83 degrees, and it is clear, just a few puffy clouds, Coach. You know what? It's warmer, though, than 83. It sure feels it.
It feels that way, especially on the turf field. It really is warm down there. But it's still a beautiful night, and just hope everybody's got their pickle juice, because we do not want to have interruptions because of cramps.
Absolutely. Okay. Could be a pickle juice night. Well, we're going to step aside. When we come back, Tyson Moore of the Seymour Owls, head coach, will be with us and with Coach Kaz. So stay tuned for that as we count it down to the kickoff here on Glycod.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams. Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
For a quote, contact American Family Insurance Agent Mark Stevens today.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mac Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supply.
Choice, because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison. Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, helping people, changing lives.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Community Action of Southern Indiana, a community partner in school readiness through Head Start. Visit them at 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or online at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana, helping people, changing lives.
I'm with Coach Tyson Moore of the Seymour Owls. Coach Moore is now in his 6th season as the Owl head coach. Coach, you had a strong game last week against Columbus East. Is this going to be was that a turnaround game for you?
I sure hope so. I definitely think we saw a lot of improvement from week 2 to week 3, especially offensively. You know, we were able to get some things going, but I think it was a lot of things that, you know, we finally put together in a good weeks of practice. So I'm hoping that we can carry that momentum into this week too.
Coach, since we haven't seen the Owls this season, tell us a little bit about some of the players we're going to be looking at tonight.
Well, you're going to see a lot of young guys. You know, that's just who we are this year. We've lost a lot of our talent from the last several seasons. We were very inexperienced this year. We're a newer team trying to find our identity, but we play hard. The guys play hard, and as coaches, we spend every day trying to coach them up the best we can, and hopefully, you know, win, lose, or draw. Each day we can walk away saying, hey, we left everything we had out on the field.
Coach, it looks like Max Coach, your quarterback, seems to have a lot of upside. What are his strengths, and what are the things that you work with him?
His strengths are his ability to run. You know, we do a lot of read. We run the wing tee, but we do a lot of read option too. And he's not afraid to pull the ball and run with it. And that's what we really preach to him as being one of his big-time factors, is being able to change the game with his legs. So we're going to continue to do that. You know, and he throws the ball. He's got a good arm. He's worked on his mechanics the last 3 years, been waiting his turn, and it's not that we won't throw the football around a little bit, but we know that we have a lot of success offensively when he can do some things on his feet.
Coach, lastly, I go all the way back to Madison. I was the head football coach at New Albany, played Seymour many times when Coach Joe Goodman was the coach, and he ran that good old wing tee. It was always a real trick to try to defend. Is that one of the reasons you're doing it? It's such a hard offense to defend.
It is. It relies a lot on deception. You know, offense and defensive line-wise, we're smaller than we've ever been. And we know going into at just about every game we'll go into this year, we're going to be outmatched up front size-wise. So it's not that I don't have tough kids. It's just it's hard when you've got kids that are 200 pounds. It's all about angles at that point. So it helps with our blocking. And then I've got some really good running backs. It's probably been the best group of running backs we've had as a consistent group while I've been here. So we're going to try to do a lot with putting the ball in their hand as much as we can, and then allowing our quarterback to do some stuff on the ground as well.
Coach, I'm looking forward to watching him play. Good luck tonight, and thanks for your time.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house. What? Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packie Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
Pre-game on Glycod, counting down to the kick between Seymour and Floyd Central tonight from Floyd Central High School here at Ron Wiglub Stadium, Scott Field. It's time for Keys to the Game. Tonight's Keys to the Game are presented by Northside Security, where service and protection meet. For those keys to the game, let's turn it back over to Coach Kaz. Coach, first up, the Seymour Owls.
Well, for Seymour, they have got to stop the Floyd Central running game. And then my second key is stop the Floyd Central running game again.
Okay.
But the problem they run into is if they can really do a pretty good job of that, and it's going to be difficult. And I'm looking at my depth charts here. Their defensive lineman goes 180, 220, 180, 197. And Floyd Central's offensive line goes 245, 250, 214, 240, 240, and Matthew Polk at 210 at tight end. So there's a distinct size advantage that Floyd Central has. So if they can stop the running game, and there's some things you can do defensively when you have smaller players, use their quickness, use some agility, use some slanting, some angling, a few defensive stunts you can do. But you do stop the running game, then you say, okay, the next problem is we're forcing him to throw the ball. Well, gee, Jack Mull's a pretty good passer, over 2,000 yards passing last year, and maybe, was the second best quarterback that we saw all of last season. So, pick your poison. Don't give up any big plays the best you can. Limit the big plays. Control the clock again. If you can keep Floyd Central's offense on the sideline, do that. And lastly, no big mistakes, no turnovers, no silly penalties. You need to play as close to perfect as you can. And with a young team, it's going to be difficult.
We're actually going to step aside here as they've decided to do the national anthem a few moments early. So we're going to step aside. We will come back and get you the keys for the Floyd Central Highlanders, and then go ahead and also get you Coach James Bragg at that same time. So we'll be back with those here in a moment on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Parents want to do what's best for their children. Teenagers love a party, and often alcohol is involved at those parties. While some people think that hosting those parties in their homes will keep their kids safe, it's wrong, and it's illegal to allow your teens and their friends to consume alcohol on your property. In fact, it's a felony. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to underage drinking. Funding provided in part by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health Services. For more information, go to ourplaceservices.org.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department. You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can. You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we return to their Northside Security keys to the game here at Floyd Central High School, as we are getting ready for the kickoff between Seymour and Floyd Central. Wanted to get out of the way there and let the national anthem happen. So, back to Coach Kaz for the Floyd Central Highlanders. Their keys to the game.
Well, they have an outstanding offensive team with eight or nine returning players. And my first thing would be go to your strength, run the ball. One of my favorite players is Sebastian Robertson, and I always can identify him because he's got that long blonde hair that's out of his helmet when he's running down the field.
He's easy to see, folks.
He is very easy to spot, but he does a great job. In fact, he was all Glycod last year.
He was.
In the running back spot. So,
and he's about to go over 2,000 yards for his career,
well,
right?
That's not,
let's see. Yeah,
I would
close.
say so, yeah. He's an outstanding player. Go to your strength, run the ball, dominate. Your offensive line is going to dominate their defensive line. Your running game is your strength. Coach Bragg has worked hard on developing a strong running game to take him into the playoffs into November. Run the ball. Limit your giveaways because you've had 5 in 3 games. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but you're giving your opponents 5 more chances to score when you give them the ball. So you want to eliminate that to 0. Eliminate all those giveaways, and this would be a good game to reinforce that. Force the Owls into a passing game because that's not their strength. So force them into a passing game. Load up that defensive line of yours. And I'll go back. I'm going to look at my depth chart again for Floyd Central's defensive line because you can go with William Brown, who's 6 foot and 295. Or you can go with Bobby Garvis, who is 5'11" and 295, and those two guys pretty much can plug up the whole line, which frees up a lot of other players, which frees up our friend Matthew Polk at linebacker, who in my opinion is one of the best players in Southern Indiana. So force the Owls into a passing game that's not their strength. And the other thing is, tonight would be a good time for Floyd Central to open up their passing game because you need to have other teams see what you can do.
Yep.
If teams say, well, all we have to do is stop their running game, well, tonight would be a good night for Floyd to open up their passing game, give other teams something to think about.
All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and transition into the Coach Bragg interview, and as we go ahead and start that, then we'll make sure and get the proper boxes up on the screen. So let's go ahead and get with that.
I'm with Coach James Bragg of the Floyd Central Highlanders. Coach currently is in his eighth year with a 46-30 record. Coach, you're off to a really nice start this year, 2-1. Is this about where you expected? Yes, no, maybe more?
Yeah, no, we expected to be right around here. We went. We knew looking at the schedule, there's a possibility we could be undefeated rolling into conference, and we ran into Whiteland and couldn't hang on the ball, and ran into a very good team up there by Indy, and they wouldn't let us get up. That was a problem. We cut it to 7 twice, but we could never get over the hump of our own mistakes. So, we're fortunate and happy to be at 2-1 here, moving into this game, and first heading into conference with the opportunity to be 1-0 in the conference after tonight.
Coach, I know your colors are green and gold, but I've seen these orange shirts, and your young managers kind of gave me an idea of what that's all about. You want to tell our people what the LNN orange shirt is? Oh, you'd rather not. I understand if you would.
No. So we had a horrible accident it's hard to talk about.
Yeah,
we had a very difficult situation and a horrible accident last April, and we lost one of our great teammates, Noah Maddox. And Noah would have been a senior this year. And
I do remember Noah Maddox. Coach, and listen, I know that's tough on you, and we'll let that go. It's an honor. What you're doing is an honor to that young man. So, Coach, that's congratulations on your part. Coach, let's talk about one of your players that I think is one of the best players in Southern Indiana, and that's Matthew Polk.
Yeah, Matt Polk really came on as a senior. He had a great junior year last year, and he's really building off it now. He's averaging him almost 10 tackles a game, or over 10 tackles a game. And, tight end, he's a great blocker. He gets out in space, and if you put the ball within 3 yards of him, he's going to catch it. So he's a very valuable asset both on offense and defense, and he also long snaps for us. So people forget about that. So he's, snapping the ball and running down there and making tackles. And when we were at we were down at Warren East, he actually downed one at like the 2-yard line on a punt. So he's a very extreme athlete for us and awesome, and he's our captain.
Coach, in the Glycod preseason preview magazine, you stated that your goal this year is to play into November. How are you going to do that?
We're going to do it one step at a time. These guys have worked their butts off for the last 9 months, and, we always talk about playing late November, but we never get there. We're always it seems like we're always one game out in the playoffs right now, with Evansville North and Castle. And the last couple of years, there was one team we needed to stay away from, at least try to get to a title game, and we didn't. We had to play them week 1, but that's our goal, is to be in that sectional championship game and get that win to be playing in November, because we truly believe we're one of the better, or top half of the state this year especially. And, at the end of the day, you gotta win, so we're going to win and try to play in November this year.
Coach, looking at the returning players you have this year, I believe you're going to be playing in November, maybe even deep in November this year. Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you,
sir. And you heard, Todd, in that interview the emotion in Coach Bragg's voice, speaking about that a tragedy that struck the Floyd Central community, not just the football team, the whole community, the school, the Highlander area. That was a tragedy. And Coach, you could hear, and down on the field, I could see the emotion that Coach Bragg had. It tells you what kind of person Coach Bragg is, because that's such a terrible thing, and he's able to honor that young man through some of the things that they're doing. So congratulations to Coach Bragg, and again, I respect him so much for the emotion that he showed, and to go ahead and continue on with the interview.
All right. Well, thank you so very much. Let's go ahead and step aside, and when we come back, we will have the starting lineups for you here before the kickoff on Glycod.
American Bank. Our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank. Member FDIC.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice, because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
you cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we get set for starting lineups here tonight. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They are outrageously dependable. For the Seymour Owls, starting on defense first, they go as follows: Nolan Bartles, Alexis Cisneros, Brody Sawyer, Blake Stainbrook across the front. The linebackers, Jones, Riley, and Jake Donnell. Aaron Holt, the rover, safety, and then Charlie Rocky, the free safety, Charlie Bruce, and Cooper Smith, the cornerbacks. For the Owls, on offense, as soon as I can get that, there we are. Chase Smith, Blake Stainbrook, Diego Aguiar, Evan Von Hone, and Austin Richard across the front. Max Coates, the quarterback, junior, and coming in with 249 yards passing, a couple TDs, and 4 interceptions. Everett Jackson, one of the wide receivers. Charlie Bruce, Jackson Fox, and Alex Milliken, the others. Trayshawn Hawkins as the running back. For the Floyd Central Highlanders on defense, Justice Braid, Will Brown, Bobby Garvis, and Tristan Weekly across the front of that line. Logan Young, Matthew Polk, and Blake Wisman, the linebackers. Nolan Lippert and Jackson Stone, the safeties. Donovan Taylor with his 3 interceptions, and Hunter Bannett at cornerback. The Highlanders on offense: Bryson Cook, Blanton Varvel, Gunnar Fortner, the center, Lucas Alejandro, and Owens Pryor across the front. Jack Mole, the quarterback. Matthew Polk, the tight end. Jackson Stone, Luke Jacoby, and Zeno Lawless, the wide receivers. And Sebastian Robertson and the Flowing Locks out there on as the running back. Those are your Interstate Batteries starting lineups. I missed the chance to say this earlier. This broadcast is authorized by Floyd Central High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you so very much for watching. So, Coach, let's see. We had
Seymour will kick off. Floyd Central is going to be returning from, I'm not sure the direction up here. Is it east to west or?
Let's see. I got to think about it. No, it would be south to north.
Okay, so Floyd will be returning.
Sun is setting behind us.
Yeah, okay,
and you may
south
have,
to north.
And you may have noticed there, folks, as the coin flip was going on, we had the camera on that. The number 24 jersey of Noah Maddox walks out before every kickoff. And that was in the hands of Dante Taylor and Xander Essex out there bringing that out for us.
Another way to honor that young man.
Another way to honor the young man,
and,
yep.
And I know his family will be very proud of what Floyd Central is doing in memory for their son.
And again, we are tonight. Christian Sanchez on the camera. Coach Jim Kazmarek, our analyst. I'm Dr. Todd Carter.
Donovan, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
I'm just saying Donovan Taylor and Luke Jacoby are deep. Seymour looks like they have something cooked up. Oh, the Fakeruski.
The Fakeruski.
They had it too.
Okay. Series record, Seymour 15, Floyd Central 14. The Highlanders have won the last 2 matchups, and in fact, I know the game a couple of years ago we had here was right down to the wire.
Adrian Medina kicking off for the Owls.
And
a short kick.
Booted. And looks like, no, it will bounce away from the up back. And
that was a tricky
kick. It took a bounce backwards. And I know Robertson was over there trying to dive on it, so it will be Floyd ball.
Very much like we saw Holy Cross do against Providence a couple weeks ago. A little short kick that hits, and if it hits and kicks the opposite direction, it's really tough to hold. And very, very quickly, before we get into the game, congratulations to Eden Gore, the Floyd Central High School homecoming queen, senior homecoming queen. Good, congratulations. Very, very pretty young lady.
I don't know the young lady, but I know her by association. Let's put it that way. Okay. And I hear very nice things. She's a nice young lady. That's Robertson with it, and nice carry there out. Probably a good 7 yards.
Yep. Nice tackle by Brody Sawyer, the defensive lineman for Seymour. That's establish that running game. Now you're way ahead of the chains.
Actually, I was giving him 2nd and 2, but second and 3, second and 2 is what they're saying. I think I might have to agree with that. So we'll make that 2nd and 2, as you said, way ahead of the chains. Mull back, pitch out to the right to Robertson. And that's just almost like an extension of the running game.
It really is. There's a little swing pass out to the right. And if the corners or strong safeties for Seymour come up to defend that, then Mull will throw it behind them to the receiver that's up in that voided area. So it's pick your poison. Do I come up and try to cover Robertson, or do I cover? I always tell them, cover the deep guy. You can always rally up and tackle the short guy.
So Jack Mull, senior quarterback for his career, has over 2,000 yards, 235 yards. He just added to them there, and 29 touchdowns.
And only 8 interceptions. Those 29 touchdowns, he only has 8 interceptions. That is a fantastic touchdown to interception ratio. So that's like 4 touchdowns for every 1 interception he throws.
So Robertson with the carry makes it 2nd and about 8. And the Highlanders working methodically here. They are almost always out of shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Have been really ever since Coach Bragg got here. And it's Robertson again, and bullies his way to the first down.
And he did Cooper Smith on the tackle for Seymour, but that's one of the corners. That's one of the corners coming up and having to make a tackle. You really don't want your corners to be leading tacklers. And when you look at their on their stats, you'll see that Charlie Bruce has 18 tackles. He's a corner. Nehemiah Jones is a defensive back. He has 25 tackles. So some of their leading tacklers are coming out of their secondary. And again, that has a lot to do with the
handoff. Robertson again, right side, had a massive hole there, and another first down.
And there's Charlie Bruce and Charlie Bruce and Cooper Smith making another tackle out of the secondary. And again, that's what we talked about in pregame in the keys, is dominating that line of scrimmage. Use your size, use your strength. Bryson Cook, 5'11", 245. Blanton Varvel, 6'2", 250. Gunnar Fortner, I love that name, 5'7", 214. He's only a junior. Lucas Alejandro, 6 foot, 240. He's another junior. And then Owen Pryor, 5'10", 240, another junior. So they're set for next year, too.
A little bit of a high snap, but into the hands of Robertson. Dives forward for about 5-6 yards, I'd call that.
I got to tell you, as an old offensive line coach, and an old offensive line coach, I just watched Lucas Alejandro, number 77 for Floyd Central, just put an outstanding block. He was perfect form, feet moving. That's one of those where if I was going to show how to block the young kids, that was the play I would show right there.
And for folks out there, Lucas Alejandro, Coach said number 77, he's the right guard.
Yeah. So watch him. Let's focus on Lucas again. See what he does. Don't make me look bad, Lucas. Come on.
Oh, no. And I don't know, but a little bit of a play misunderstanding there by Floyd Central. They're forced to take a timeout. So we will take our first timeout, and we will be back with you more fourth quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we return to Ron Wiglub Stadium, Scott Field here at Floyd Central High School. Floyd Central has taken the opening kickoff and marched down the field, and at the 22-yard line with this 2nd and 4 play upcoming. Mole, handoff. They got Robertson back in there, and he will find pay dirts. Touchdown, Floyd Central.
And we're going to get a replay on that, I'm
we sure are. Yep.
And you'll see the Floyd Central defensive lineman really over-penetrates. He gets too much depth in the backfield. And by getting that depth, he creates a space just by his getting too much depth in the backfield, and happened to be where Floyd Central was just running that ball. You can't get that kind of depth. You got to, like if
Gerlach.
A moment or two, and you're
go through.
You're on. You need to stop and think. I've got to protect my area. I can't keep getting upfield.
All right, let's go ahead and show you that since we just came out of a break. So we will show you that, and Coach will explain again. So touchdown run.
Watch
here.
The one Seymour defensive lineman see the penetration that he got. Look right there. Those two guys came upfield about 5 yards, and by coming upfield, they created a hole just by running upfield. They created a hole. What you tell the defensive lineman is you make contact, stop, hold your ground. Don't keep coming forward. Watch again. See, 1, 2, there they are, both of them running straight ahead upfield. And you'll see young kids, young players will do that. Those 3 defensive linemen for Seymour are all juniors. So, hopefully Coach will show him the exact same play we just looked at twice and correct that mistake.
So with 8:24 remaining in the first quarter, Robertson with a 22-yard TD scamper. That's his 8th on the season. And Owen Gerlach knocked it through. He came in tonight 16 of 18 and 3 for 3 from field goals, I should say. But knocking that one through and making it 7-0 Highlanders. So Gerlach to kick it off again.
Deep for Seymour.
Should be Holt and
Schoonover?
Bob.
No,
let's see. Who was that? Who was that masked man? The other back there was Everett Jackson, 19.
And one of the best defensive weapons you can have is that kicker who can put the ball in the end zone and eliminate chances to return the kick. And look where they get the ball. They start on the 20-yard line. That's it. That tells me I've got to go 80 yards now.
So 1st and 10 from the 20. FC on the scoreboard.
Max Coates, a good-looking quarterback, 6'2", 180, a junior.
And good work up front, but also great running to pop free there. And I believe that was that actually Maddox on that? Maddox Wallace, 46. See if we can see it.
46 or 26? Anthony, no? I don't know, but let me tell you, that was a strong run on that young man's part. He kept his feet moving.
Sure did.
I was looking for Tayshawn Hawkins to be.
Yes, I did. I was, too.
I think it was Wallace Maddox, number 46.
I believe so.
And he's listed as kind of a backup running back.
Mm-hmm. Junior.
But they're both in the game together now.
And this time.
That was Everett Jackson.
It was Everett Jackson, just a short gainer there.
Coming
about
from
a yard.
His wingback spot. Now, you'll see some similarities between this offense and what we saw last week against with Brownstown Central.
Mm-hmm.
Similarities. It's obviously not going to be the same. Brownstown Central runs a very, very unique offense, wing T.
Yeah. That offense, there is so much confusion in the backfield.
There is so much
of
going
that
on.
Offense.
That's right. There is so much going on.
Now that's
Coates carrying.
Yeah, Coates. But Hawkins really sold that.
Yeah.
Tayshawn Hawkins
He
sold
did.
that well.
He did. And that's really one of the keys. And what was so interesting last week, and when you watch high school kids, when you watch a quarterback, like last week, the quarterback for Brownstown Central, and you notice how he carried out his fake. Whatever he was handing the ball.
Oh, he was
everything
fantastic.
And you weren't sure, did he really have the ball? And some quarterbacks they'll hand the ball off and then they'll stop and look. And all the, I say you're drawing attention to the guy with the ball. You need to carry out your fake. Continue carrying out your fake. That was a good job by Coates on that one. Oh, excuse me, by Maddox.
And we've got a timeout, this time by Seymour. So with that, we will take a brief timeout as well and have more first quarter action upcoming after these brief messages from our lovely sponsors on Glycod.
Is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
You're watching
Max Coates.
Going to cut back in. Max Coates has a man out there on the left.
Nice pass, nice
very
catch.
Nicely done.
Yeah, very good. Very good play. Nice pass, nice catch. That was number 16.
Yes, it was. It was Brody Bowles.
Brody
out
Bowles,
there.
yes. So go for it. Fourth and one. Maybe a long one, but still go for it.
Sure looks like they are.
Yeah. Well, again, this is you can't. Floyd Central can't score when their offense is on the sidelines.
Yep, that's right. So big fourth down. Fourth and a long one.
Oof.
Oh,
Oof.
Gonna be close.
Look at him go.
Look at
Holy
him go.
Cow.
Tayshawn Hawkins,
Yes.
I believe, is the man still going and brought down. Fantastic trickery there in the backfield.
And Tayshawn Hawkins, the only trickery was he kept his feet moving. He was stopped. Those two big defensive linemen, Floyd Central, had him stopped. He kept his feet moving until he found an open spot. Very, very good play by Tayshawn.
So first down, Seymour, and the Floyd Central defensive coaches are gonna.
Yep.
They're gonna have a field day with that at halftime. Fantastic.
Coates under center.
Double handoff.
Yeah, well.
But unfortunately for Seymour, read very well.
And, that was one of those plays that last week that we saw Brownstown Central run so effectively. And we were talking about their quarterback carrying out his fakes, but he not only carried out his fakes, but he faked us out by making believe he was having snaps going over his head, and he turned and chased it in an imaginary football.
Yep.
That was where he probably went to theater class to learn how to do that.
I'm guessing that's a possibility.
Yeah, because you gotta kind of be an actor out there at quarterback. I told you about the screen pass. You got to have fear in your eye.
Coates keeps.
He's got him
open.
A man. He had him open and
just falling harmlessly.
Yeah, just
to
didn't
the
have
turf.
enough time. He had a defensive lineman in his face, and I'm going to look and see who it was. Oh, it was Tristan Weekly. Tristan Weekly was in his face, and he had to throw off his back foot, and he couldn't get his momentum for it.
Alex Milliken was the intended receiver out there for Seymour, and he curled to the sideline, but just the ball was thrown just too far out of bounds.
Yeah. Well,
3rd and 12.
3rd and 12. So that was a nice play by Seymour, and it was well executed, except Weekly just got in the quarterback's face there.
Coates.
Nope.
Had some
trouble
with the handoff in the backfield, and that was going nowhere.
Confusion in the backfield.
So that'll make it 4th and 12.
That drives coaches crazy.
I'm sure it does. Actually, 4th and 14,
You're going to go kick a field goal? Nope, we're going for it.
So Coates lost a couple on that.
It's
making it 4th and 14.
You know, there's so when you're coaching, and it's so interesting, some of the comparisons that you make, like the steps. You know, the steps that when you're designing a play and the steps that the players have to take to make the play effective, it's almost like it's a Bob Fosse dance routine on the steps that you have to perform.
Coates throws it up and out of bounds.
Well, we got a penalty, though.
But a penalty marker on the field lying in the backfield, holding against Seymour.
So it would have been brought back. Anyways, tough play by Coach because he's scrambling to his left.
Yep.
And he's a right-handed quarterback, and that's always hard to do. And often wonder why coaches make right-handed quarterbacks on a big play go left. You know, if it's a big play, I need a first down, I need a touchdown. Go to my strength. I'm a right-handed quarterback. Going to my right is my strength.
So 1st down, Floyd Central. As Mole back out there, handoff. Robertson, left side, has a hole and dances forward. It's going to be near, or it will be a first down. It will be a first down.
Yeah, again, some really fine blocking. Floyd Central has got Clayton Franks. Clayton Franks, 5'10", 245 in the backfield as a fullback blocking back. And, boy, did he lay one on Seymour's defensive end.
I've got that as the 4th Floyd Central first down, 2 for the Owls thus far. And by no means, folks, would I take any of the numbers that I might give you on that to the bank, because I might miss one here and there, but that's what I believe it is so far. Mull, back to pass, gets hit on the pass and throws it up there for the interception. And then brought down that interception by Charlie Bruce. So Mull with his 9th interception of his career, and Bruce was gifted that one.
And I got to tell you, though, you don't want a quarterback to throw an interception, and I'm sure Coach Bragg will talk to Mull. But the thing that was impressive about that was he stood in the pocket. You see, he was going to get hit. He knew he was going to get hit.
He was going to get smacked.
And he stepped right into that pass, and he threw a really nice pass. It was just overthrown, but it was a really nice pass. Most quarterbacks would have scrambled, would have run, would have gotten out of there, would have done something. Mull did a great job of stepping up into that play.
As Hawkins, little jump step out of bounds. Going to be a gain of about 4, I believe. We'll see where they end up placing the ball.
Did we get Charlie Bruce on that interception for Seymour, by the way? That was a really nice play.
Yes, Charlie Bruce on that interception.
Yeah, cornerback. Charlie, 5'10", 150 pounds. He's a senior, though, so he knows how to play that cornerback spot.
And we've got a player down at the moment for Seymour.
Yay.
Well, let's go ahead and take just a brief timeout, and we will be back with more first quarter action upcoming here in just a few moments. No, we'll keep it here. Sorry, by the time I was ready to get out of that, the young man was walking off. That was Diego Aguiar, the center, so that could be interesting there. Coach, you don't want to lose too well that, center's so important.
Well, because the center really is your captain on your line, and he does directed a lot of blocking assignments from his center spot. Center, when the quarterback was directly underneath the center, that was a little more important to keep your center in there. Out of the shotgun now, it's not quite as important, but they've gone under center with the new.
Sure enough, yep.
Ooh, nice block by the quarterback.
Very nice block by the quarterback, and Hawkins with the first down run, I believe.
Max Coate blocked that like a tailback. You know, the guy he ran into was 6 foot William Brown, 6 foot 295. So I don't know if he did that intentionally,
but he did it.
But yeah, but I would maybe think, maybe not doing that every play.
Yeah, might lead to more Advil tomorrow. Yeah. So Coates again under center. Hand off, and that's Jackson, Everett Jackson. You're going to be on maybe a yard gain.
95 on the tackle. 95 for Floyd Central is Justice Braid.
Jackson came into tonight with 15 carries for 165 yards. Had a big week last week. 8 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
So, but not much there, about half a yard. As the clock continues to run here in the first quarter.
Floyd's coming with a blitz.
Around this left side there. Going to be a short gainer, and that was Hawkins again.
Yep.
Gain of about 2.
There's something Matthew Polk there from his middle linebacker spot was scraping to containment, but what happened, he got outside the play. And when he got outside the play, the running back was able to cut back inside. We always tell the linebackers, you got to be going from inside to outside, not outside to inside. If you go outside the inside, you're allowing the running back to cut back on you.
So 3rd and 7. I'd call it a long 7 for Coates.
See, Coates
in the shotgun.
Nice
Hawkins, handoff to Hawkins. Got a first lead block and gain of about 4.
But it puts Seymour in a doable situation. Now it's 4th and 5, a long 5 maybe, and that's a doable situation.
Yeah, I thought it was actually. I thought he went a little further than the striped shirts gave him, but they've got the closer view.
Remember that little swing pass they threw earlier?
Yep.
Be a good time for it right now.
I'm also thinking Hawkins keeping his legs churning, because that sure worked in the first series as well. Oh, little confusion there again. Oh, and the receiver just couldn't quite get his feet in underneath him and fell down. And the ball falls harmlessly to the turf.
Yeah, Everett Jackson did a nice job because that was a comeback pattern. So he's going down 10 yards, plant that foot, and then make a comeback. And when he planted that foot, the foot slipped out from under him. But it was a good play, well-designed play.
He might be blaming this new turf. This is new turf for the Highlanders.
Kind of a stripy look this year.
So the Highlanders back on offense after the second turnover on downs by Seymour. Sebastian Robertson changes up his field and still going. Finally, a pile down at about the 32-yard line. Sebastian Robertson with a heck of a run.
And you can see why he was all Glycod running back last year.
He's working on doing it again, isn't he?
He sure is. He's one of the best around here. Floyd Central's got a nice-looking football team. You know, a lot of seniors, a lot of experience. And I know Coach Bragg wants this to go into, right now we're just into September, but he wants this to go deep into November.
That's the sectional with Castle and Evansville North and New Albany.
Yeah.
And it has seemed every year that that does the first quarter. I'll continue with that thought when we come back. But at the end of 1, it's Seymour 0, Floyd Central 7. Come back, second quarter action upcoming here on Glycod.
Motor vehicle safety is important for everyone, especially young children. Having the proper child restraint systems in place, particularly for children under 4 or weighing less than 40 pounds, will keep a child safe and comfortable when traveling in the car. The Clark County Health Department provides free inspections to ensure proper installation of any car seat. To make an appointment, phone 812-282-7521. A message from the Clark County Health Department funded by Health First Indiana.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm Agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we return for the second quarter, I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Coach Jim Kazmarek is our analyst. Christian Sanchez on the camera here tonight on this beautiful September evening from Floyd Central High School. After that long Sebastian Robertson run, now into the hands of Donovan Taylor. And Taylor has a touchdown, Floyd Central. Taylor with the scamper from the 33-yard line.
5'9", 160-pound junior, and that was more than a scamper. We should call that a scoot.
A scoot. Okay, we'll give it a scoot.
Yeah,
yep.
That was.
I wrote rushing, but I'll put scoot down.
Donovan has some wheels on him. He had another gear when he got into that line of scrimmage. Gerlach's kick.
Gerlach's kick is good, so that makes it 14-0. And since we were just coming out of the break, we will keep it here, show you that replay. And just on the sweep.
Oh, just some really, really good blocking. The left tackle, Bryson Cook.
Yep.
Just really does some good blocking on there.
And
one of the things,
not a great angle by Charlie Bruce, and off he went. Yep.
Well, when you're coaching offensive linemen, and sometimes all we wanted the players to do a lot of times was, I want you to get up into the man's face. I don't want you to drive him back. I want you to get in his face, and then what we used to call, I want you to dance with him. Like if he wants to go wide, you stay with him. Just dance with him as he goes wide. If he wants to go inside, you just dance with him. Take him inside. You don't have to drive him into the end zone. Just stay in his face, keep your feet moving, and just dance with the defensive lineman. And that's what, in that particular case, that's what Bryson Cook did.
And trying to see who's back here. Everett Jackson, I know, is the back on the far side. I believe near back is Aaron Holtz for
Everett
Seymour.
Jackson, yeah, Everett is
19 there on that far sideline. Is it?
Number 11, Aaron Holt.
Yeah, I know I've got number 11. I can't tell if that's... Oh, maybe that's not 19 over there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
19.
There was just enough rumple in the uniform. Made it tough to see. So after the 33-yard touchdown scoot.
Yep. Return for Seymour.
Turning by Holt. And nice hold there for Holt. And finally brought down at about the 44-yard line, 43. Fantastic run back.
Yep. Actually, the kicker, Owen Gerlach, made the tackle. The one thing you don't want your kicker to be making touchdown-saving tackles on kickoffs.
No, not very often. No.
And see what happens when you don't kick one in the end zone? That's the kind of weird stuff that happens.
Absolutely. Give teams a chance to return it to the 43 and maybe get some momentum. Handoff. Nice dive play there by Maddox Wallace.
I'm not picking. But again, we were talking about how important it is for the quarterback to carry out his fakes. And that was just what happened. We were watching Max coach, and after he handed the ball off, he just stood and watched Watch the play.
needed to go back and
no one's going to pick. He needs to carry out a fake, do something.
Right.
Don't just stand there and look at the play.
Curl with it, or like you're going to throw it, like it's play action.
Yeah. That's what, we're up here just standing around looking at the play. We get paid big bucks to do that.
That's right. Gain of 2.
He doesn't need to do that. We got enough people watching. I can't tell you how many times I gave that speech to a high school quarterback when I was coaching. Carry out your fake.
We're going to call that a gain of 1. I thought he got a little more out of it than he did. Right? How many? Yeah.
Well, one of the best things that can happen is that if that quarterback carries out a fake, and as he's carrying out a fake, he gets tackled.
Yeah,
and that's the greatest fake that you can possibly do.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because you've eliminated one defensive player from possibly making that tackle. And he'll learn. He's only a junior. He'll learn.
So third down play here.
Oh, a little inside handoff.
Inside handoff to Jackson, and that one wasn't going anywhere. Well read for the Highlander defense that time.
72, Bobby Garvin on the tackle.
So with the 4th and 6 or so upcoming, Aaron Holt will be in to punt the ball away. He's got 7 punts on the year, long of 42, average of 37. So
good punter.
That's I said only 7 attempts, but that's still good punts.
Good long snap, too.
Good long snap. Oh, he's kind of an Australian type punter.
He lets his coverage get downfield.
Yep, kicked it out of bounds, but still nice kick.
And who was that punted for?
Aaron Holt.
Oh, Holt. Okay, yeah.
Yep. The long snapper was Jake Dow. We'll give him some
Jake, that was a
shout
nice,
out too,
because
that was a nice snap.
It really was.
So down to the 25-yard line. Well done. And Floyd Central will take over there. Robertson still out there with Mull? No? Yes. Robertson with about a 5-yard gain there.
And that looked like Nolan Bartles. Alex Cisneros maybe on that tackle. Let me see. I'm trying to.
Yep, nose tackle Cisneros. Bartles, I believe that's right.
And that was a good example there. When we talk about players over-penetrating, you'll notice Bartles didn't over-penetrate. He held his ground, and when Robertson went past him, he was able to step in and make the tackle.
So 2nd and 5. Mull on the keeper. Pitches it out here on this left side. That's Lawless, and Lawless has the first down. Well done.
Zenel Lawless, or Zenel?
Zeno Lawless.
Zeno?
Yeah. So another first down for the Highlanders.
Well, Highlanders are showing people a lot of different parts of their offense right now.
Mull, handoff. Robertson, nice hole. And just bullies his way for the first down.
Yeah, I got to tell you, the Lucas Alejandro and Owen Pryor, the guard and tackle, double-teamed the Seymour down lineman and just washed him out. That's really Floyd Central's offensive line is doing a fine job right now.
So 2 plays, 2 first downs. And the Highlanders in Owl territory. Handoff again. Robertson hit at the line of scrimmage, but manages to carry it on forward. A good, 6 yards?
Yeah, right. Nothing tricky. I mean, Cisneros makes the tackle, but he makes the tackle 6 yards downfield. So Floyd Central's offensive line right now is dominating.
And this is Luke Jacoby into the game, and he's definitely a changeup from Robertson.
Yeah.
Much smaller back, but he is a scamperer.
And I don't know if you Aiden Stumler, a sophomore, is in there right now. Number 75 made an outstanding block. Broke that play away. Boy.
As Luke Jacoby keeps them churning, and gain of about 3.
I like this Lucas Alejandro. More on watch him. He has really got some good technique.
That's high praise, Coach.
Yeah.
Coming from all of your background.
Yeah.
So.
Like him. Although all the Floyd Central linemen are really good, but seems like he's just kind of doing things that are catching my eye right away.
Well, and he's a junior, but he played
last year.
Yeah, he started last year. I think he was the right tackle last year, so he's moved in one spot to guard. But Mull looks to throw, and has a man, could not connect.
Yeah. So
intended receiver was Jackson Stone out there.
He's got a holding penalty.
Yep. Flag on the play.
Offensive linemen, they have to move their feet. They can't lean on people. They can't lean. They have to move their feet. They have to slide. They have to move their feet. Like I told you, it's like a Bob Fosse dance routine. There's just certain steps you have to make. And, it might be a 6-inch step with your left foot, and a 4-inch step is not going to get the job done. And the players, you got to show them on film, this is why you got to take a 6-inch step instead of a 4-inch step. Because that's the difference between a busted play and a good play.
So that backs Floyd Central up. 2nd and 17. That's Taylor there on the reception. Going to make it still, though, behind the chains, about 3rd and 12. That was the first. Was that the first Floyd Central penalty?
Yeah, I think so. So let's see.
Have one for both teams.
A nice screen pass to see if Seymour's going to come with some heat. I don't think they will. They're not.
Mull. Had a man, could not connect.
He had him.
In Donovan Taylor.
Had him wide open. Oop.
That's one of those hit him in the hands. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yep. Gerlach's going to try a nice 39-yard field goal. Let's see what kind of legacy.
He's got a 29 on the year.
He's 3 for 3, I think, field goals, isn't he?
He is.
Nope, not that one. Uh-oh.
That one comes back.
Yep. Nope.
And it is downed, so it will be
Seymour's
Owl's ball.
That was not a kick that I would expect Gerlach to make. He's a much better kicker than that.
Yep. We're going to take this opportunity to take a brief timeout. We'll be back with more second quarter action here on Glycod.
Time, blocked the field goal, kept Floyd Central out of the end zone.
Back to live action here on that 1st down Seymour play.
And Hawkins is a tough runner, isn't he? He's bouncing around and in there, right, left, ping pong ball, bounce here, bounce there. Keeps his feet moving. I like the way he's playing. He's a senior, 5'9", 180-pound senior. 262 yards rushing up to tonight. He's had a couple nice runs tonight.
Caught in the backfield was Wallace. Good play by the Highlanders defense.
Logan Young from his linebacker spot was not faked out by that little misdirection there. He held his ground just the way he'd been coached to do.
So tackle for loss of about 3 yards makes it 3rd and 10.
Floyd Central does some substitutions. They take the 2 big tackles out, Brown and Garvin, and they put 2 smaller. And when I say smaller, I mean they're
relatively
not
speaking.
Yeah, relatively speaking, to be pass rushers. So let's see, they run a little bootleg kind of play here. Bootleg, there it is. Throwback. Nice play, well designed.
Spun around and no gain. Well defended. A good play, but just well defended by the Highlanders.
And now if I was Seymour's coach, I would come back with that same play, the same look, but I would drag someone back across this side of the field so that when that quarterback steps like he's going to throw back over there, he's got an open receiver coming back across the field. That would be wide open.
You heard it, folks. If we see that play again and they do that.
So I got to be at Seymour's coaching box.
Well, it's at the other end of the press box.
You want me to walk over there and tell him?
Well, you could tell him, sure.
I better not. We're supposed to be neutral.
Another good kick from Holt. Great bounce.
Yes.
Floyd Central came after him a little bit that time, but well done.
Yes, very, very well done. Might be our best punter we've seen, although the kid from Brownstown was a pretty good punter.
He was a pretty good punter, too.
Yeah.
Yep, sure was. Folks, if you can't tell, we're sort of always thinking about who will end up on the All-Glycod team.
That's right. Every game we see, we find
we're thinking about it.
We're finding players that deserve that honor.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, Floyd back on offense. Let's see if they can generate a little offense now. They kind of seem to be stuck in neutral right now.
Mole, pass out to the flat. That's Stone. And Stone, gain of about 8.
Yeah. Those plays, when the receiver catches, it's a quick screen, rocket screen, jailbreak, whatever term you're using. But that is quick screen out to the wide receiver, and the offensive lineman, an offensive tackle, goes out there to be a blocker. The receiver needs to come in, and then he needs to get back outside. If he keeps coming in, he's running right back into the Seymour defense that's on pursuit.
So 2nd and 2. Mole keeps it, pulls it right out of the breadbasket of Robertson.
Yeah, that was a nice fake.
That was a good fake.
That was a good fake because I thought for sure
Robertson
had the ball.
Yep.
And Robertson did a nice job of carrying out his fake too.
Yep.
Because, his job on that fake is get tackled.
And he got tackled.
Yeah, he did. So that's good
pile of owls.
Good play by Jack Mull. And he's a strong runner. Right now Floyd doesn't need him to be an integral part of their running attack. But he is a strong runner.
Well, that's just one of those things. If you've got a quarterback for any team that can scamper for 8, 10, 12 yards at some points in the game, it just makes the defense play on it.
There you go.
Over the middle.
There you go.
And nicely done there for the Highlanders. Just into the hands of Luke Jacoby.
He just delivered such a nice, step forward, delivered such a beautiful spiral.
So, again, Highlanders rolling with another first down. Just one play and
they got
right
the center
down there.
opening in, too. There he is.
And that's Stone on that play. They went quick there, folks. See if we can at least show you the tail end of that play.
Well,
although they might be going too fast for me to do that, too.
Just when we said Floyd Central seemed to be
in a
stuck
lull.
in neutral, they have changed gears on us
they
here.
Have absolutely changed gears. They took their time nicely so I could show that replay and get you that play, folks. Mole looks right, throws right. Oh, ball caroms
nice play.
Up and off. Well defended by the Owls.
Yes, very nice play.
Lawless was the intended receiver.
And 34 defensive back for Seymour really did a nice job, and that was Braden Riley. Braden Riley. It
seemed like Charlie Bruce was over there, too, on Zeno Lawless.
Yeah.
So that makes it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Lawless did a nice job going for that ball, too. That was a good football play on 2 players' parts. Actually, 3 because it was a good pass.
Robertson bounces left, keeps his legs churning,
and
reaches for and gets the touchdown. Touchdown for the Highlanders on the 26-yard scamper.
And now you know why he was all glycod last year.
Was that a scamper?
That was a bull rush there.
Bull rush, okay. So Sebastian Robertson with his second touchdown of the night. As Gerlach will try to knock it through, up, and through. We will take a brief break at 21-0 Highlanders. When we come back, we will show you that touchdown replay upcoming here on Glycod.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
After that 26-yard touchdown bull rush, I believe we're calling that one.
Yep.
By Sebastian Robertson. Highlanders lead 21-0.
And that was a good example there on that whole series where, first of all, Floyd Central stepped it up and added a little more urgency to their offense, but also the fact that Seymour's players are starting to get wore down a little bit, especially their defensive front.
So back to receive. It's Holt again at about the 1-yard line. He had a nice run back last time. Highlanders thought they could get him, but still had a nice run back.
Yeah, another nice
to the 32.
Yeah, that's a 32-yard return. That was a nice return.
This also gives me the opportunity to say tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Please let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics on Glycod, and we thank you very much. And, in fact, if you would like the idea of maybe being a Glycod sponsor, you can always send us an email at info@glycod.com. Coates.
Yep.
Out to the right.
Turn upfield, wrong way. That was Everett Jackson on the catch. Coach threw a nice pass. Everett's got to catch that ball and make a turn upfield right away. Just catch the ball, turn upfield right away. And turn outside, don't turn inside. If you turn inside, you're turning right into the pursuit of the defense.
So 2nd and 8 here for the Owls. You know they would like to in a minute 50. They've moved the ball on several occasions. They'd love to get the ball down. Throw it into traffic, but nicely catch.
Yep.
Yes.
Good pass, good catch. Everett Jackson again. And that was a much better, see, when he caught the ball, turn, try to get upfield.
He's going to make it 3rd and 1. He just wasn't quite to the line to gain, but still on that gain of 7.
So I'm thinking, I'm running the quarterback sneak here, and I'm doing it out of a shotgun, so I'm not sure that's the best way to run quarterback sneak. Not in my game, it's not. Oh, Floyd Central jumped, it looked like.
It looked like, but no flag.
No flag. That's
no flag, and quarterback swarmed under in the backfield for a
that's
sack.
Bad part of bad. I like the shotgun. I think it opens up some more offense. It makes the defense honor the quarterback as a part of the offense rather than just someone who's handing the ball off. So it's a good thing, but to me, when you got 3rd and 1. And you got your quarterback 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage to gain 1 yard. That's a tough sell to me.
Right, I gotcha. So 1:01 on the clock here at Floyd Central High School. This first half gone fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's gone very quickly, hasn't
it? Lots of running plays, keeping the ball on the ground. 3 scores, all by Floyd Central. Sebastian Robertson with 2 touchdown runs, and then a scoot by Dante Taylor.
We had a scamper, a scoot, and a bull rush. Coach Bragg, by the way, that was a smart move on his part to call that timeout. Stop the clock with 1:01 left, because we know
to get the ball back.
We've seen all kinds of stuff happen in those last minute, even in the last second of a game.
Now, interesting. They are going to punt. Jackson Stone backed up. Wasn't sure if maybe Seymour would go for it. Oh, low snap.
Holtz.
On the carry.
He's got it.
And he's got it.
He's got the first down.
Sure does. So the low snap, Holt picked it up and took off with it and appears to have the first down.
He
sure
did.
does.
Yep. Got to have two guys responsible to rush the punter. And you don't have to rush him. You just have to make sure that he punts the ball. Two guys responsible to do that. One on the right, one on the left. Get in there, settle down, make sure the punter punts the ball. Ball's laying on the ground. It's not your job. Your job is to make sure he punts it.
Yep. So Coates and company with 53 seconds left. Still on the move.
Yes.
Very
nice
nicely done there by Fox.
Yeah, very nice.
So pass to Jackson Fox and another first down.
Coach is a nice-looking quarterback, isn't he? I like him. I like his throwing motion. We got to get him to carry out his fakes. That's we got to work on him on that. But I like what he does. I like the way he throws the ball.
And we've got a timeout on the field. This one, I believe, taken by Seymour this time, I think. Well, they stopped the clock at least. Maybe it wasn't. Sure, we're looking like they were trying to take a timeout.
Coach for Seymour
is
talking
out.
to the referees. The referees actually right now it's an official timeout.
Yeah, it is an official timeout, so I need to give Seymour that timeout back. Let's see if they don't put some time back on the clock, because they were
maybe that's what they were
asking for.
Yeah.
They were asking for the clock to stop for quite some time.
Yeah,
so.
They're coming over to get some more time on the clock.
So as of right now, 38.4, but looks like they're going to ask for a few extra seconds.
Yep.
As Coach Bragg calls up to the booth.
Guys here next to me need to do something. Here he comes. One of those coaches got to get up out of his chair.
Yep. 45 seconds.
That's significant. That's 7 extra seconds.
Significant.
That's a good play.
That's at least one good play. Coates throws and short on that. Couldn't get Fox. Yep. Tell me what it is, Coach. Tell me what it is.
You can't step sideways and expect to have any strength in your throw. You have to step into the throw, not sideways.
Coach was up here pantomiming, and I'm like, we don't have a camera on you, Coach. You need to tell me what it is.
We need a camera up here. We need another one. I do most of my good work up here, pantomiming things, poking you on the arm, hitting you on the shoulder.
On my surgically repaired shoulder.
Sorry.
That's all good.
Oh, there he goes.
Hawkins big run,
again, another
right
big
up
run.
the hash. Fantastic. Big gain for the Owls for the first down. About 15 yards there. Lippert with the tackle. And so Seymour does take a timeout
they
now.
Still have 2 timeouts left in 36 seconds. So, although I think what Coach Bragg did was the smart thing to do, to call that timeout, conserve the time, make them punt, get the ball back, go down and score. Unfortunately, it may backfire on him, but it's certainly not his fault. He did the right thing by calling that timeout and stopping the clock. Seymour's punter just made a great play.
Yep, sure did.
Dropped the ball, picked it up. Maybe that was planned. Do you think that was
it didn't look like it. I realized that sometimes those things very much are planned, but that sure didn't look
Probably
like it.
Probably not. But you do see that it's like a fumble on the kickoff, fumble on the punt, where all of a sudden everybody either slows down or they all run right to the ball. And they get out of their lanes, they get out of their responsibility. Let's see what Coach Moore can cook up here in 36 seconds. Referees are
chatting.
They're doing something.
Well, and I'm wondering what they're chatting about. Now, the scoreboard, yes, okay, it reads right now. Both teams should have one timeout. That was, at least that's what I thought they both had. I don't think that's what
Well, they keep a little scorecard. The referee,
yeah,
he has a little scorecard in his pocket.
And his is the official.
He is to mark off when they call timeout. So what the scoreboard says doesn't really matter.
Okay, I think we're all squared away now. I like the Price is Right music there.
Yeah, it's good.
So 1st and 10.
Floyd's coming with a blitz.
For the
and
Owls,
they caught him
Hawkins.
in a blitz. They
nice
did.
Spin move, still going. Touchdown.
And Floyd was coming on a stunt, and they ran the play right into the stunt. The stunt got blocked, and that linebacker, of course, is not there anymore because he's inside the line of scrimmage getting blocked on his stunt, and it opens up a hole, and that was it was a fortuitous call to play right where Floyd Central was stunting.
We will show you that play here in a moment. But first, we've got Adrian Medina to attempt the extra point. He's 4 of 5 on the season.
Ooh, nice kick.
Boots it up and
nice
through.
kick.
So that makes it Floyd Central 21 and Seymour 7. And boy, that play by Holt, the punter, looms even larger.
Yes.
Let's show you that scoring play from the 24-yard line by Hawkins.
Yeah. So let's look at it one more time. We got a second or two. Because you can see where the linebacker is blitzing and where Seymour ends up running the ball. There's a linebacker coming in. He blitzed. He got blocked. And there's no one there to take that spot and make that tackle. So the blitz, good call. A good defensive strategy. But the blitzer's got to get in and get the job done. He's got to get to where he's supposed to get, not get blocked.
So the Owls get off the snide and
in the game,
back in the game,
and they
some momentum too.
They're kind of a scrappy bunch of
sure
young
are.
kids and undersized guys. And Coach said he's proud of his kids, the way they practice, the way they play. They're, like he said, a little bit undersized, a little bit young, but they're good kids and they practice hard and they play hard. So it's a good deal.
So 28.9. Now, I'm not sure exactly what kind of fakeruski that is.
That wasn't much.
If there's no jog up to it, it's just not.
That wasn't much. Okay,
so
now
Adrian Medina to boot it away, and we've got who do we got? We've got back. We've got
Donovan Taylor.
Yep, Taylor and Jacoby, I think, are the deep backs.
Oh, another one of those good kicks.
A fair catch.
Smart play by Lawless.
Yep, by Lawless.
And that's coaching right there to have a kid know that he needs to call for a fair catch on that.
Yeah, as we saw Holy Cross and Providence, folks, that was one where that area of the field was kicked to just about every time by Holy Cross. But no fair catch was called, and a couple, and Holy Cross would send their team down that sideline.
Yes,
the majority, and they blew that up several times.
Several times they did.
Turned the ball over. Did Providence?
There's a strange rule that very, very few people know. It's called the free kick after a fair catch, and it's very interesting.
That sounds like a rain delay. Oh, just through the hands of the intended receiver there, David Johnson, I
so
believe is who that was.
For example, let's say, there was we were kicking off from the 20-yard line. For some reason or another, we had a gross penalty, and we had to kick off from the 20-yard line, or after a safety.
Gotcha.
Okay, so safety, and they kick the ball, they punt the ball, and our receiver gets a fair catch signal on the 35-yard line.
Gotcha.
He's allowed to put the ball on a tee and try for a free kick for 3 points.
And ball into the hands of Luke Jacoby, who gets the corner and gets it across into Seymour territory on a fabulous scamper on second down.
Yeah, 5'6", 140-pound junior, small guy, kind of a water bug runner.
He is a fast young man.
Seymour's got to buck up this defense a little bit, because what you don't want to do is let Floyd Central score right now. In this, after what you just did, you got to hold Floyd Central.
Empty backfield. Mole looks to throw, has a man. Taylor, catch, and out of bounds. Moves the chains again.
Well, I tell you, he had Lawless. He had Lawless going right up the seam between the hash and the sideline. Lawless was breaking free right in that area. Let's see if they come back to that.
Good protection from Mole as well.
Jack Moll's a good passer.
You know that with over 2,000 yards in his career.
Is he a 3-year starter or just 2-year?
I think 2.5, let's call it.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay,
and again, Taylor overthrown, and that would have been a toughie.
We got to look.
There's coverage there.
Yeah, it's almost like he's predetermined who he's going to throw the ball to, because on the left side, his wide receiver on the left side was pretty much uncovered. Don't predetermine. Look, get up there, look who's being covered, how are they covering it. You're on the short side of the field here, so you really are in a 4-on-2 situation. While on the other side, if you look, you can see
much more field.
Much more field, and it's a 3-on-3 situation. So
Floyd Central takes a timeout.
Yeah, if I was Seymour coach, I'd have called timeout quicker than that, because they had us outnumbered.
Reminder that at the half we will get you the scoreboard ticker presented by Call's Body Shop. They make it like new. That will be up. We've got scores coming in from executive producer Steve Byrne. We'll get those up for you. And this one, well, now, after what happened with Gerlach on that last field goal attempt.
Yeah, Coach, I don't think
is that one where, I mean.
Well, I don't, you need to let him try it again, because he needs to have some confidence to kick field goals.
Right.
You're going to need him to kick a field goal maybe to win a game. So you don't want his last field goal that he kicked to be the one that was blocked. So, wouldn't be anything wrong with letting him kick another field goal.
2nd and 10 here.
Confidence builder.
Mole.
Oh, there you go. Right down the middle. Right down the middle.
Jackson
Right down the middle.
Throwing it up and caught, but out of bounds.
Yeah. Oh, you had
2.1 seconds left.
Yeah. Matthew Polk, the big tight end, was clearing out the middle of the field there.
Now Seymour calls a timeout.
Yeah, the first half went really fast, except
until
the last 46 seconds.
Yep.
It's taking a long time.
Yes, I can't disagree with that. So I guess the question here, coaches, is calling this timeout just to make sure you've got your defense exactly as you want it?
Right.
Because it also seems like you're giving Floyd Central some opportunity to think about it a little bit.
Yeah, you hate to call a timeout that benefits the other team. But in this case, Seymour wanted to make absolutely sure that their people were in the right position. And it looks like Seymour's put up They've got a prevent defense, and that's always a bad thing to put in because prevent normally means you're preventing yourself from winning. But they've gone with a 3-man rush, 1 linebacker to cover the middle, and that's to watch Mull so in case he scrambles.
Yep.
And they got people scattered all over the field. And you can see over here, whoa, it's wide open.
Mull.
Hook and ladder. Yeah.
To Jacoby.
Oh, I love the play.
We love the play, but it ends the first quarter. We will show you that replay before we take our break. So the hook and ladder goes for yardage, but does not end in a score. No. So at the half, it's Floyd Central 21, Seymour 7. We'll talk about it when we return. Come on back and stay tuned for the halftime show upcoming here on Glycod.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house. What? Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packie Page for a quote today.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Priority Radiology, offering full-service outpatient imaging services from their clinic at 807 Northgate Boulevard in New Albany. To schedule an appointment, visit PriorityRadiology.com.
As we return to Scott Field here on the campus of Floyd Central High School, Ron Wiglub Stadium. Floyd Central 21, Seymour 7 at the half, and Coach, Floyd Central with 3 scores in that first half, but then Seymour I thought was really scrappy all of their possessions, but especially a headsy play by Holt, the punter, to get out of bounds after a first down, and then good clock management and a score with 28.9 seconds left got them really kind of back in the game.
Oh, it certainly did, and being scrappy is a good term for Seymour's team. They were a very scrappy bunch. They were really probably outmanned at every position today in the game so far, but yet no quit, playing hard, stayed right with it, ended up getting a touchdown and back in the game. And who knows what's going to happen in the second half now. Floyd Central, now, they did a nice job coming right back down the field and getting down with the hook and ladder down to about the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
So
and that's one, Coach. Let me ask you this, just to sort of go into school with you. Is that one that you want to put on film so people know that you can do it, or is it something that you want to practice in a game situation where the defense absolutely doesn't know what's coming?
Yeah.
And so that maybe someday that gets you in position for a field goal or gets you the chance at a touchdown in a similar situation later in the season?
Well, I think it's that was a good opportunity to do a play that you've been practicing probably all spring, summer, into the fall. So it was a good opportunity to do that play. There are so many, we used to call them gobble wobble.
Gobble wobble,
yeah,
okay.
These are plays that, could a team do this? Could a team do that? We've seen them on film try this. So we would spend a 15-minute period on what we call defending gobble wobble. All the goofy stuff that offenses could run, we would practice defending that. So if I'm playing Floyd Central next week, this gives me one more play that I can prepare in my gobble wobble defense.
Gotcha.
I think it was a smart move on Floyd's part to bring that play out and do it. And it could have scored.
Let's talk just briefly about a couple of things. A pretty clean first half. I wrote down one penalty for each team. I may missed one, actually. I think Floyd had 2 and Seymour had 1, but still a very, very clean first half. Certainly time of possession / first downs, Floyd Central, and I've got them with 13. That's very unofficial. 5 for Seymour, right. But yet Seymour with their scrappy play, certainly back in this, down a couple of touchdowns, but they will get the ball first coming out of the half. Yeah,
we thought early in this game Floyd was just going to dominate it.
Yeah,
and it kind of looked that way because of the size difference on the teams and the players. But I got to give Coach Moore from Seymour credit, and I've got to give their players credit. They're a scrappy bunch, and they're fighting tooth and nail against a team that's probably got better players than they do right now.
Well, let's go ahead and step aside. Again, I'll remind you that our scoreboard ticker is presented by Call's Body Shop. They make it like new. Let's take a brief time out, and when we come back, I think Coach has got something he wants to talk about a little bit, and we'll do that. We'll do a little Kaz's Corner with that. So when we come back, we'll have that, plus German American Bank first half scoring still to come here in the halftime on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams. Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
For a quote, contact American Family Insurance Agent Mark Stevens today.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
Parents want to do what's best for their children. Teenagers love a party, and often alcohol is involved at those parties. While some people think that hosting those parties in their homes will keep their kids safe, it's wrong. And it's illegal to allow your teens and their friends to consume alcohol on your property. In fact, it's a felony. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to underage drinking. Funding provided in part by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health Services. For more information, go to ourplaceservices.org.
State Farm helps make renter's insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
As we return to Floyd Central High School, being entertained by the Floyd Central Highlander Band and Emerald Guard, it's time we're going to do a little Kaz's Corner here, as Coach found something in the paper that he said, I want to let's talk about this just a little bit. So, Coach Kaz, what subject did you have to come up with here?
Well, first of all, this band is phenomenal.
They are very good.
So what we kind of touched on last week was winning and losing.
Yep.
And there was an article in the paper this morning, or this week, excuse me, and it deals with the Tennessee Titans, so that's neither here nor there. But it could relate to high school, college team, whatever. And basically what it says here, much has been chalked up to talent. That's basically the Tennessee Titans keep losing because they don't have enough talent. So that's a catch-all. That's a cop-out. We're losing because we don't have the right talent. We don't have the talent.
Right.
And you could say that for a pro team, a college team, a high school team, middle school team, whatever it is. We don't have enough. That's
Pee Wee League.
That's just a cop-out. The truth is, they don't know how to win.
Yeah.
And that is so true. Is teams don't know how to win, and it's not about talent. It's about coaching. It's about discipline. It's about mental toughness. It's about commitment to a standard, commitment to an identity, and everybody has got to buy into that commitment. It's a process,
right?
And you've got to. I'm looking at the clarinet player down here. You don't get to be a phenomenal jazz clarinet player without going through the process of learning how to play the clarinet properly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the same thing is true. You don't learn to be a winning team or a great band without going through the process of what it takes to get to that particular level. And there are no shortcuts.
No, it takes time. It takes
time and energy, and it takes everybody being on the same base.
Everybody's got to be rowing the oars the same direction. Plus, it's an atmosphere, right?
Yes.
It's an atmosphere.
And the winners have it.
Yep.
And the losers have an atmosphere also, but it's an atmosphere you don't want.
Right.
You don't want to be around that. So winning and losing is a habit.
Yep.
Losing is a very easy habit to have. Anybody can have the losing habit. Right. Developing a winning habit is very difficult. I'm going to turn my phone off right now because I've taken over programs that I was at Madison High School. I was at Madison High School where they hadn't won a game in 2 years, and when I first day of practice, And to be honest with you, they were terrible football players. So we had to not only teach them how to play football, but more importantly, we had to teach them how to win,
games.
and how to think like a winner, and how to prepare like a winner.
Right.
And everything you did from the moment you walked in that locker room. In fact, it even started when the moment you woke up in the morning, you looked at your goals on your mirror until you went through your classes, you got in the locker room. Everything you did, there was a process of what it takes to be a winner, how to dress properly, how to practice properly, and you keep harping on that as a coach. And you don't let any negativity creep in. No, you can't have any negativity. My assistant coaches said, look, you got to find something positive to coach these kids, because as soon as we get in a bad situation, they're going to drop their head. As soon as they drop their head, the game's lost. So we have got to be positive. So it's not easy, but we talked about a coach being a psychiatrist.
Yep.
This is a great example of how a coach has to be a psychiatrist to get people to understand that winning is a habit, and it's not something you can just say, okay, I think I want to be a winner. It doesn't work that way.
Yep.
You can say, I think I want to be a loser, and that's pretty easy to do. But nobody really wants to think like that. But what it takes to be a winner is that commitment, what we just talked about. So to me, honest to God, that was the most fun coaching at Madison High School, was to develop that team who hadn't won a game in 2 years, hadn't scored a touchdown, and we ended up winning 3 of our last 4 games, and the kids thought we had won the national championship because they had won. The first time we scored a touchdown, they went crazy because we had done something positive, and so we had to celebrate that. So anyways, that's my take on Coach's Corner.
No, it's absolutely fantastic. So that's little Kaz's Corner for you, folks. We're going to come back with our German-American Bank first half scoring plays and the second half upcoming here on Glycott.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
And it's time for a look at tonight's first half scoring presented by German American Bank, home of the School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. And our first half scoring goes as follows. Starting it off was Sebastian Robertson, 24 left in the first quarter. A 22-yard touchdown run by Robertson got Floyd Central on the scoreboard first. In the second quarter, FC scored 2 more times. 11:53 remaining. A 33-yard rushing touchdown by Donovan Taylor. And that was a scoot. Did we call that one a scoot?
That was a scoot.
That was a scoot.
Yep.
And then at 2:32 remaining in the second quarter, in the half, 26-yard rushing touchdown by Sebastian Robertson, his second of the game. And then Seymour, after that heady play by Holt, the punter, did rush the ball forward and get out of bounds after the dropped long snap. Hawkins with the 24-yard rushing touchdown. That was more of a bull rush, we said.
That was the bull rush.
Yep, and that got Seymour on the board and takes us to our halftime score. And this one's definitely a ball game. There's no doubt about that.
Yep. Well, Seymour's got to come out very positive about how they played that first half. Coach has got to be very excited about it. His quarterback's throwing the ball. You can see the quarterback seemed to gain more confidence as the half went on, and so he's going to come out and maybe start throwing the ball a little bit. That running back Hawkins is a nice runner. Got good moves. He gets his foot up planted on the ground and makes nice cuts, keeps his feet moving. So, yeah, Seymour's doing the best they can with what they have as far as their undersized linemen.
I will also use this opportunity coming out of halftime when we did get to see the Highlander band. Thought I'd give them a little hype for their Highlander Band Invitational. It's a week from Saturday on the 20th. That's fairly small print there, but got a QR code. And September 20th starts at about 4 in the afternoon, the Highlander Band Invitational. There will be, give or take, about 20 to 25 bands come in from all over southern Indiana, central Indiana. So you can come up here to Ron Wiglub Stadium and watch some bands next Saturday night if you'd like to. That's not too many invitationals here within close distance of the Floyd County area, so that's your chance maybe to see a lot of different bands from all over, big and small. As we've got just about a minute and 45 left here before the second half of play. Coach, let's put ourselves on the in both locker rooms, and what are we talking about to our ball clubs?
Well, I'm gonna be Coach Bragg, and I get my defense fired up a little bit because Seymour's had too many breakaway runs where we've missed some tackles, and we just need to do a better job of that. We need to do a better job of covering our kickoffs. We can't just expect Seymour to fold over because we're Floyd Central. They're not going to do that, and they're a tough, scrappy team. If I'm Tyson Moore, I'm excited. I got my team excited. We're in the locker room. We're jumping around. We're excited. This is a heck of a ball game we're in, and we're right in this game. So let's see what plays out in the second half.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I'm not jumping around yet.
You're not jumping around yet?
I'm getting up out of my chair.
All right. So as Floyd Central gets ready to kick the ball away, remind you that I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Coach Jim Kazmarek is our analyst, Christian Sanchez. On the camera tonight, on this beautiful Friday night, Gerlach getting set to kick the ball away. I'm glad it wasn't my imagination, Coach. I thought I saw something go by in front of the window. I was like, what was that?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I saw the same thing.
I think the PA announcer was tossing his buddy a bottle of water. And I realized when the second one went by that's what it was. Yeah. But they had me there for a moment. I thought, oh, boy, what am I seeing? So set for the third quarter. here from Floyd Central High School. Only one turnover in the game thus far. That from Floyd Central as Mull threw an interception. Bruce intercepted by Bruce of Seymour in that first quarter, right before he took a heck of a lick in the kisser. Ball on the turf. Holt.
There he goes, right up the middle again.
Has a seam.
Yeah, there
nice,
he goes.
Out to the 31-yard line. Well done.
Yep, I like Holt. Good speed. And what the good thing about what he does on the kickoffs, Todd, is he just takes it, boom, straight ahead. No dancing, no juking. Just take it straight ahead. There's a hole, accelerate, go for the hole.
And nice camera work from Christian Sanchez on that.
Yeah, Christian does a good job for us, doesn't he?
Absolutely. So in the third quarter, Seymour with the ball. Coates, and that play.
That's not the way to start the second half.
Just blew up on him.
That looked like a mistake from the get-go. That is not the way you wanted to start the second half.
Nope, going to be a loss of 4.
Yeah.
So sack.
Seymour's had a couple of
Taylor
those
gets the sack.
Miscues where it looked like the play the coach called and the play the kids were running were not the same thing.
Taylor adding to his resume tonight. Came in with 3 interceptions and now with that sack as well. So 2nd and 14 for Seymour. Keeper and well read by the Highlanders.
Yep, well, it's a good play, but it's gotten dark in the press box, so it's harder to see the Matt Polk linebacker, the all-Glycod linebacker.
Try to get you some light here, folks.
No, that's okay. And
first break.
That was a delay. That the quarterback was delaying to see if a hole would open up for him, and unfortunately, it just he delayed too long, and Polk filled that hole. See a little screen pass, one of those little quick screens over here to the left. Got single coverage on the other side. Screen and
the ball pops right into the hands of a Highlander.
And that looked like it was at number 4, Blake Wisman from the linebacker spot.
Blake Wisman.
For Floyd Central. They came with a heavy blitz. Quarterback was throwing a mid-screen. It was a great call for that situation. And the ball just got tipped. Did it get tipped or it slip out of his hand?
Let's see. We may have to look at it again. We'll look at it one more time here while we've got the chance. Well, no, looks like Floyd Central's headed quickly to the line. So
it doesn't matter. But anyways,
we'll look at it again here in a moment.
Wisman made a nice play on the ball.
Sure did. So we'll looky here what I found.
Be the right place at the right time, but you got to be a good player to get to that right spot.
Short field, and great job by Robertson to keep his feet moving.
Yeah, he's a tough runner, I'll tell you that.
Gain of a yard.
He is a tough runner. Number 40 for Seymour, Brody Sawyer, was in the backfield, had him for about a 3-yard loss, and Robertson ended up with a 3-yard gain.
So second and goal after a gain of 2 from the 6-yard line. So Coates with the fumble and Wisman picking it up. That's Robertson for the touchdown.
Yeah.
So Robertson with his 3rd TD of the contest starts the 3rd quarter off, certainly where Floyd Central wanted to do so.
Well, that's a great way to start the second half for Floyd Central because that's not the way they ended up the first half. So they've regained the momentum now. That momentum has now put a green jersey on.
So Gerlach to kick it up and through. It is good, making it Floyd Central 28, Seymour 7. We'll take a break and come back and show you both of those plays, the fumble and the touchdown, when we return here on Glycod.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packie Page for a quote today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we return, let's see if we can, well, looks like we'll have to wait till after the kick, but we will get you both of those plays here when we return. Or excuse me, when we, after the kickoff, I should say. So Gerlach to boot it away. Jackson and Holt back for Seymour. Gerlach kicks it. Whoa, out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
Just played with the line there.
Yeah, barely got out of bounds. Barely.
Let's watch the fumble again first, and it's setting up that touchdown.
Screen pass. Oh, it was hit. It was tipped.
Yeah, it was tipped.
Couldn't
and
tell by
Wisman
who.
came down with it, and now let's look at that run.
Robertson's such a good, strong runner.
Well, and he started like he was going to go right, and then he just followed the back into the backfield for the touchdown.
Yep.
So Coates and Seymour back with it. That's Wallace on the dive for about 2. Maddox Wallace. So as you said, momentum came out very much with a white jersey on, and after that fumble, it put a green one on quick.
Well, that whole series, it started off with the messed up play.
Yep.
Which lost them 4 yards. Then they got into the long yardage situation. They ran a nice play, screen pass that they didn't execute very well.
Around the right side is Jackson. Don't think there's going to be much of a gain there, maybe even a loss.
Matthew Polk from his middle linebacker spot ran that play down all the way to the sideline. So maybe no gain.
Yeah, it looks actually about a yard loss.
Yeah.
3rd and 9 now.
I can tell you a play they're not going to run.
Okay, they're
middle
not going to
screen.
run middle screen.
Middle screen. Will not run the middle screen.
Coates back to pass.
There you go.
And Hawkins makes the first man miss, but then swarmed under by a clan of Highlanders.
Well, Logan Young was right there to make the play and had actually missed the tackle, but he forced the receiver back inside to where the pursuit was coming for Floyd Central. So
Braid on the tackle there, and that makes it 4th and about 13. So I expect Holt to punt the ball away.
Well, we never know.
Well, we never know. Jackson Stone, I believe, back to return. Staying about the 35-yard line. No, I'm sorry, that's Luke Jacoby, my fault. 12 and 13 close there. Oh, Taylor coming after the ball. Caught on the run by Jacoby, and then nicely defended there by 23. Who is that? That was Jones, Nehemiah Jones.
Oh, I know the coach is talking to Holt right now, coming off Holt the punter, because
he was saying fall down.
Fall
down.
You got touched. That Floyd Central player touched you. You need to fall down, wither in pain on the ground, grab an ankle.
Right. Yep.
Grab your head. Oh my God, no.
Yep.
You have to fall down. If the punter gets touched, you fall down.
Well,
you let the referee decide whether or not it was roughing.
Right.
And that's exactly what the coach was telling him.
It was definitely just a graze,
yes.
but you could sell that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Robertson around the left side.
Look at the blockers
he's got
in front of him. Look at the
freight train in front of him.
He's gone.
Still going.
Yeah, he's gone.
20, 10. Touchdown, Sebastian Robertson.
Yep. 50.
What was it? We'll watch it on the replay here.
Yeah.
What
a convoy.
56 or so yard touchdown run.
Yeah, 56. He had a convoy of blockers in front of him.
.707 remains as Floyd Central quickly puts 14 on the board.
Yep.
With that made, I almost jinxed it there, with that made Gerlach kick.
I'm trying to remember, wasn't there another Robertson? Didn't Sebastian Robertson have an older brother that played?
His brother was the quarterback. Let's take a break. We'll talk about that and come back with more here on Glycod.
Yeah.
Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
As we return awaiting the kick, we will show you that touchdown run again here in just a moment. But Robertson, second TD of the half and 4 for the game. Again, Gerlach with the kick. Robertson certainly trying to audition for coach for be on the All Glycod team again. Caught at about the 9-yard line by Hull.
Don't slow down. Keep going. Find
Found
that
a
hole.
hole, though.
There you go. See?
And still about a 33-yard gain. Let's show you that touchdown run.
Look at that convoy of blockers in front of him.
Yep.
Boom, boom, bam, smash, boom.
Yep.
I mean, he had 4 or 5 blockers out in front of him.
And Brody Bowles for the Owls was sure running like crazy, but just couldn't get an angle to catch up. And Robertson found pay dirt. Coates with the keeper, and well defended. Has a man.
He
Jackson caught it.
Yeah.
And knocked out of bounds. And I don't think we might have quite all that play. We got it right from the throw, I think. No, from the scramble here.
Yeah, it was a well defended. Hunter Bannett made a nice play on it. He was lucky it wasn't intercepted because you don't get a chance to reload on those kind of passes. So if Hunter had closed just a bit sooner, he would have intercepted that and scored.
2nd and 7. Coates and company. Handoff to Hawkins, right side, outrunning the edge.
Yes, he is outrunning them.
And has the first down and more.
And a flag?
Do we have a flag?
I thought I saw a flag.
Got whistles like there were a flag. I don't see the flag. Well, we'll show you the replay while we're sorting it out. I think I don't think there was a flag.
No flag.
You're just trying to figure out where he stepped out of bounds.
I thought I saw something come out. But, hey, Ed Hawkins got some speed, doesn't he?
Yep, sure does. And there was a penalty. Unnecessary roughness.
I thought I saw something.
Just the third penalty of the game, but that one's for 15.
All right, so Seymour scrappy.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's good word.
It's 35-7, but they're still playing hard, and that's a tribute to Coach Moore.
Oh, a sack as the pocket just collapsed on Coates.
That was big number 75, I believe.
Nope, 72. They're saying
that was Bobby Garvin.
It was
Bobby Garvin, 5'11", 295. How would you like to have Bobby Garvin and William Brown come to your house for dinner?
It would be
clean out your refrigerator.
They would clean me out. Yeah.
Those are two big young men.
So let's see. What's that make it? That makes it 2nd and 17 or so.
Bobby, good, excited. Got a quarterback sack.
And right side, that one wasn't going anywhere. That was Bowles. So Brody Bowles on that.
Seymour just keeps getting themselves in positions where it's 3rd and 20 and 3rd and 15 and third. They're just not downs and distances conducive to what they're trying to do offensively.
So 3rd and 20. Going to take a big play here from Seymour. Nicely done. And
broke
sporting
free.
Through a hole. Highlander fell down to the 10-yard line. Fantastic catch and run by Jackson Fox.
Yeah, what a nice play. Wow. See, they're scrappy.
They're scrappy for sure.
You know, don't tell me we can't win this game. We're going to fight tooth and nail right to the very end. And like I say, I think that's a tribute to what Coach Tyson Moore is trying to get done at Seymour right now.
Well, for whatever reason, in the Coach Bragg era here at Floyd Central, Seymour has given the Highlanders tough games on more than one occasion.
Yep. And Trayson Hawkins, does a nice job where he's starting left, puts that left foot in the ground and sees a hole and accelerates into that hole, and he got a pretty nice gain there.
So Fox was deemed down on the 10-yard line. So it's 2nd and goal now from the 8.
We need to Seymour needs to get outside. I don't think they're going to bust it up inside.
Hawkins, though, is going to try.
And I'm
Gets
wrong.
it to the 5.
Got it to the 5. It was just a little. But did you see how quickly he accelerated into that hole? Just a little crease, and between Van Hoen and Austin Rickard, and just a little crease, and boy, he accelerated through there.
So on 3rd down, with the clock ticking here in this 3rd quarter, Coates with Hawkins in the backfield with him.
I think that's pass
to
interference.
Throw, and did a flag come in? A flag came in. Sure did.
That was pretty evident, but that was actually a nice play. A little quick slant in, skinny post, whatever you want to call it. Nice little slant in the end zone. And one of the things we always used to teach our corners in end zone man-to-man coverage is never let the receiver get inside you. Never let them get inside you. The quickest way to get scored on is a quick slant in. So you protect the inside, make the quarterback throw it to the outside where you have a chance to defend the play. So now it's first.
Yep. After the penalty, half the distance, takes it down inside the 5-yard line. And I don't know why the down distance marker on the far sideline still says 3, but it should be first down. Nope, are they saying 3rd down?
That's what he's saying.
They're saying 3rd down.
How is it?
3rd and goal. Okay.
All right.
It was half the distance.
Well,
but
that's very interesting.
Yep. So still 3rd down. But from the 3-yard line, Hawkins caught in the backfield, but just carrying his man forward to the 1 makes it.
And he's not
4th and 1 from the 1.
And, he's not a big guy. He's 5'9" and 180 pounds, but he's fast and shifty, and he's got like the power of a 200-pound guy.
He keeps those legs churning.
Yeah, I like him. He could be my running back.
Highlander faithful calling for defense. Seymour on the one. Hawkins hit the backfield,
Hawkins
but he keeps rolling.
Still on his feet. Oh, no.
I don't think he makes it in.
Nope.
The goal line stand by the Highlanders, but Hawkins just churning it.
Yeah, too much penetration. Floyd Central got too much defensive penetration there. That kind of busted that play up early, and then Hawkins had to do everything he could on his own.
So the defense stands up, but Mull and company buried in their own end zone. 1:46 left in this third quarter. And just bowling the ball forward. I didn't see if that was Robertson or Coates on the keeper or what. It was such a pile, it was hard to see.
It was. I think it was.
See if we can tell on the replay.
I think it was Mull.
I think it was Mull
sneak.
just on the sneak. Yep.
And again, we'll brag on Lucas Alejandro because he was blocking his man down on the 15-yard line when the referee blew his whistle. He was still blocking his guy down on the 15-yard line.
No quit there.
No, not at all.
Handoff and squirting up to about the 11-yard line. And that was Jacoby on the carry.
Yeah. So I'm watching Lucas Alejandro, and then I'm also, all of a sudden, I'm watching Owen Pryor. And Owen Pryor made a really good offensive line move where he helped on a block, and the guy that he helped secured the block, and then he bounced off and picked up another player to block, which is, again, really good coaching. You know, most linemen say, I'm going to block my guy and then I'm done. I'm not going to do anything else. Yet he came off his block to pick up another block.
And first down Highlanders. Now here's something interesting, Coach.
Yeah.
By my Mull was with that on the quarterback sneak. By my figuring, that's the first. Is that the first Floyd Central first down?
This half?
Yes. Because they got the ball on the short field.
Yeah, right. And then
they
other
got
one's a long run.
Was a long run. First play or second
right.
play. They were second down. So
right.
First down of the half for the Highlanders. And that will do it for the third quarter. At the end of 3, Floyd Central 35, Seymour 7. We will step aside to hear from some of our fantastic Lycod sponsors. We'll be back with more FC Seymour when we return on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
We cut back to live action.
Oh, nice
Fourth
move.
quarter.
Nice move.
Great move by Jacoby. And for another first down, Highlanders.
Got some fine running backs. Listen, we've been bragging on that offensive line for Floyd Central, so I needed to find out who's their coach. They got an offensive line. Tom Hodge, I believe it is their offensive line coach. And if that's the case, he's done an outstanding job. These 5, 6, 7, 8 kids that are playing O-line for them are really well coached and doing a good job.
Well, again, I'll said it before earlier with one of your compliments. That's high praise just because I know how much you watch that. Jacoby around the right side, and ball pops loose. Still going, knocked out of bounds, and this one's going to be interesting. It can't advance further.
Right.
But that'll be interesting to see where it is placed. It should be Floyd Central ball. One of the, we'll have to watch on the replay to see who it was. One of the Seymour players nearly picked that off. I didn't see who punched it loose. I think it was Bruce, Charlie Bruce, who's having a nice game.
Yeah.
I think punched that out off Jacoby, but then Cooper Smith couldn't pick it up, and it squirted out of bounds. I think squirted about the best word for it. But another first down for the Highlanders.
Yeah. Well, holding. Got to have a holding penalty.
Hold in the backfield?
Yep.
Yeah. So holding against Floyd Central. That's Floyd Central's third penalty of the half, fifth of the game by my count. So that backs the Highlanders up another 10, makes it 1st and 20. Well,
oh, there you go.
Hand off Jacoby,
yep.
and well defended there.
Several.
Going nowhere. That was a nest of owls.
You beat me to the punch. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Sorry.
A whole nest of owls. Number 40 and Brody Sawyer.
Yep. They're going to say that was a loss of 1, too. So,
yep.
Oops. Sorry. 2nd and 21. Should read. Mole coming after him. He took another hit there, but connected this time on the lovely play to Zeno Lawless.
And he just stays in the pocket. His pocket presence. You know, we talked about some other quarterbacks where they have no pocket presence because as soon as they feel anything, they want to scramble out to the right or to the left, which is obviously the wrong thing to do. But Jack Moll's pocket presence is so good that he knows he knows he's going to get hit. So let's go ahead and complete the pass. I'll take the hit if I can complete the pass.
So 19-yard connection from Mole to Lawless and makes it 3rd and 2. FC after substitutions races to the line. And
delay a game.
Delay a game, I believe, is what we're saying. And that takes Floyd Central from.
Now that's that.
Now, but if it's delay of game, I see the play clock still counting down. I don't know.
Shouldn't be.
I'm not sure what was going here.
Yeah, it was delay a game.
Yeah. Okay. I believe you, Coach. So
but
3rd and 7. Interesting.
Seemed like a quick delay.
Well, they ran to the line like they needed to get the play off quickly, and then I looked over, and after the whistle was blowing, I thought there was about 4 seconds left on that
I agree.
clock.
That was
so either way,
hurry up. Is going to get another
3rd and 7. Mo looks to throw,
that wasn't
overthrown.
Yeah, I threw it right into coverage, and number 7 comes up a little gimpy.
So it looks like we might see punter for the Highlanders. Gerlach's out to punt. I know Mull also, or Polk, excuse me, sometimes punts for
Polk is
Floyd
the
Central.
long snapper.
Oh, is he? He
Yep.
sure is.
Yep.
Interesting. You are correct. I see that.
I don't know what's going on here. We got something going on with the play clock.
Yeah, because now it's down to
Gee.
And so it had been at 0 for quite some time. I'm not sure exactly what's going on.
I don't know either, because I think it was the delay of game was weird because there was still seconds left on the play clock. And now we've
Okay, well, referee's over talking to Coach Bragg, so I don't know what he's saying to upstairs, but they're going to say no delay of game, but they are going to punt the ball away. So Gerlach puts a boot
nice
to
punt.
it. That was a very nice punt.
Yep.
Fair caught at the 16-yard line by Holtz. So Seymour will get the ball back. And that drive ran out of steam for the Highlanders. Coates, handoff.
Ooh. Is that Mull and
That was
was
Bowles.
that Polk?
That was Bowles on the carry.
There's that Polk on the tackle.
I think it was, yes.
He just stuck him in there. He is a good linebacker.
Oh, sorry there, folks. Still had that up. So 2nd and 9 here. And then the whistle comes again. Game had been proceeding quite quickly,
right.
and I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah.
Now it's.
And White Hat keeps coming to the side, to both of the side judges. Now.
Uh-oh.
And
oh, boy, that was.
Swarmed under was Coates.
He had no chance. There was, I don't know what happened there, but he went left, everybody else went right, and
it was kind of all over with, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's. So I want to do that again.
No. One of those, yeah, rather.
By the way, there's a land shark just walked by.
Oh, okay. Candygram.
That's right.
Flowers. All right, 3rd and 15. Just old enough, Coach.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just. Folks, if you haven't seen that, go find that on YouTube after the game.
Yes, after the game.
Wallace around the left side, going to be a short gain on 3rd down. Keeps the clock running, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And about 13.
Seemed that was chased down by Barrett Wells, I believe it was, 44. Yeah, there he is coming off the field now. Made a nice play. Coaches congratulating him. Teammates congratulating him. Let's see, Barrett Wells.
So Jacoby standing on the Highlander at midfield and Holtz on his own end zone line.
Ooh, nice punt.
Jacoby fair catches
That's
it.
a beauty.
And does so at the 45-yard line. Nice punt. Somebody started a campfire, Coach.
I know, I can smell it. And down in my throat.
We're going to start coughing, huh?
Ooh.
So Highlanders take over in Seymour territory. So, again, a short field. So 1st and 10. Oh, right through the hands of the intended receiver, Elias Milner.
Yeah, one of the first things you got to do when you run that quick slant in is you plant that outside foot and slant in. The first thing that you do, turn your head because the ball's coming.
Ball's
you gotta
coming. Yep.
It's a head first, and body follows. And I don't think he had his head. His head was not the first thing that turned.
And off Jacoby, changes his direction.
Oh, I think he
Scampers,
might have it.
30,
He's got some
20.
speed. Oh, good.
Oh, he tried to juke and ended up going down,
Yeah.
but a great angle by the Seymour defensive back. We'll figure out who that was. I believe that was Fox, Jackson Fox for Seymour.
Floyd Central's got a real stable full of running backs that are just different size, different speed, different strengths. But, boy, they got some good running backs.
So that's going to make it 1st and goal from about the 8-yard line. Jacoby with it again, scampers into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah. Why not let him, after that long run, why not let him get the touchdown?
Yep. So with 6:20 remaining here in the 4th quarter, an 8-yard rushing touchdown by Jacoby, Luke Jacoby. See if Gerlach can put the extra point through. And kick is up. Kick is good. So our score, Floyd Central 41 and Seymour 7. We'll take a brief timeout. Be back with the remainder of the 4th quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
If you own a business and would like to find out more about corporate partnerships on Glycod and our growing free-to-watch high school athletics platform, please drop us a note at info@glycod.com. info@glycod.com. So after that score, Floyd Central 41, Seymour 7. And Gerlach will boot the ball away. I said 41. It's 42, isn't it? Did I not give him the credit for that? My fault.
42.
My fault,
Gerlach,
folks. That's
Gerlach made the kick.
Yeah, he sure did, and I thought I added it on, and I didn't. My apologies. Went to the break and even said the score wrong. 42-7. Low driver of a kick through the legs, the wickets of Jackson and into the end zone.
I like what Floyd Central does on that is even though it's a dead ball on the kick, all their players sprint all the way through the end zone.
Yep. I've seen several teams do that this year.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing.
I like it is. So 1st and 10 Seymour. Hawkins, left side. Barrels forward for maybe a yard.
Here's my man 44 again coming in. Ashton Tackett, 5'11", senior.
No, it was 37 Fetz.
37?
Came in and made that tackle. Second and 9.
No, there's no game clock anymore, is there?
I'm sorry? Oh, yeah. I think
turned
maybe
the game
that's
clock off?
no, the game clock's on the
the play clock.
Play clock, yeah.
So we are in a running clock situation now.
Yes. Makes it 3rd and 1 there. As some of the Highlander faithful begin to stream out.
There's Hawkins. He's
Hawkins,
gone.
left side.
Yeah, he's gone.
50, 40, 20, 10. High steps for the touchdown.
Wow, what a dynamic running back. You could build an offense around him. Unfortunately, he's a senior. But, boy, I tell you, I really like him.
So with 4:02 left on the clock, the clock does stop for the extra point. And we will show you that run after we come back from a break we'll take here. On the kick. Medina to boot it through. The hold from Holt, the punter. And it is through.
Yeah, nice
and
kick.
that makes it 42-14. We'll take a brief break. Be back with more here on Glycod.
Motor vehicle safety is important for everyone, especially young children. Having the proper child restraint systems in place, particularly for children under 4 or weighing less than 40 pounds, will keep a child safe and comfortable when traveling in the car. The Clark County Health Department provides free inspections to ensure proper installation of any car seat. To make an appointment, phone 812-282-7521. A message from the Clark County Health Department funded by Health First Indiana. You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
As we return, 4:02 left, let's show you that 71-yard touchdown run by Hawkins, as he makes everybody miss going down that far sideline.
And he's got speed.
He sure does.
He's got moves, yeah.
And he's got moves at the line of scrimmage and keeps those legs churning. And, boy, once he's in the open field, Highlanders had sort of one diving chance there. And he high-stepped out of it. Short kick. Robertson comes down with it and gets bowled over.
I was going to say, I think the clock people don't realize there's a running clock.
Well, no, it's running now.
No, it wasn't, though. They had it stopped.
It stops through the scoring play, right?
Yeah.
And then starts once the kickoff happens?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't watching. I looked up and it was already running again, so.
See, they've stopped the clock again.
Penalty against Floyd Central. I have that as their 6th of the game. 5-yard motion type.
Yeah, see, they don't understand the concept of the running clock.
It's moving again.
Yeah, they had it stopped.
And Bricker with the carry. Handoff from new quarterback in the game, junior Xander Essex.
Aaron Hall for Seymour making the tackle.
So Bricker with the carry and makes it 2nd and 10. .225 left. I'm sure Highlander's going to be pretty well happy just to hand the ball off. Bricker left and Bricker right. And he's going to be out near the sticks. May have a first down. They're going to say it is a first down. So Bricker with a nice carry there. Highlanders race to the line. Clock still moving. And this time, they're going to say that's going against the Seymour Owls.
They stopped the clock again.
So going to make it 1st and 5. Now they wind the clock. And off again, Bricker. Nice patient run there for another first down.
Adrian Molina, the kicker, made the tackle on that. He's playing some defense now.
Clock down to a minute to go. Essex with Bricker to his left.
Oh, boy.
And somebody jumped again.
Yeah, they did.
This one going against Floyd Central. Back to 1st and 15.
And we maybe get one more play in here. Floyd Central's junior varsity team gets to the line. They might run one more play.
Maybe one more here for Essex. Bricker, right side, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, a little extra squirt there at the end, maybe. And I believe that's going to do it. It does. So our final score, the Floyd Central Highlanders 42 and the Seymour Owls 14. Thanks for joining us for tonight's ball game. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll have scores from around the area and talk about this one, show you some of the best plays and more. And when we return here on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by German American Bank, home of the School Spirit check card, and sponsor of tonight's final numbers. Visit any of their branches or bank online at GermanAmerican.com.
As we return to Floyd Central High School, where the Highlanders emerge victorious in this contest, 42-14. Our final score. Remind you to subscribe and like this Glycod YouTube production. Love to have you do that. Make sure and subscribe. In fact, boy, Coach, this one, Floyd Central really came out in that second half and kind of put the hammer down after Seymour really had scrapped well at the end of that first half. Really thought they had the momentum, and second half, Highlanders just kind of put their foot on their neck, said, "Yep, we're not letting you up."
No, well, and they actually were very scrappy that whole first half.
Yes, you're right.
I mean, it was obvious Floyd Central was a dominant team, had dominant players, size-wise, speed, ability, experience. But for Seymour's credit and Coach Tyson Moore's credit, those kids fought hard that first half, and actually 21-7 at halftime. Had a lot of really good things happen, and then they came out in the second half. They got the kick, and then things fell apart. They had a terrible series. Ended up having a screen pass intercepted.
I'm going to show that replay right now. Yep.
Floyd went right down, well, one play maybe, and scored.
Yeah, it was the next play, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
Then it was all Floyd Central until our. A really nice little running back for Seymour.
Yep. See if we can't show you that.
Trayshawn
Hawkins. Yep.
Had a 79-yard run.
71-yard
71-yard run.
Yep. See if we can show you that, too.
So you continue doing your work, and I'll just keep talking.
Okay, sure. That sounds
good. Because Coach Bragg's got to be very pleased with the way his team came back out in the second half and played really hard. And got a lot of things done, a lot of things accomplished. Really a dominant running game. And Jack Mull threw some nice passes. So, they're going to be I think Floyd Central right now, from what I could tell, is a force in the Hoosier Hills Conference. And I think the Floyd Central Bedford game is going to be a B&L game is going to be a tough one.
Should be a good one, yeah.
Columbus East seems to be a little down this year. So it could come down to that game right there for the Hoosier Hills Conference.
All right. Well,
Tyson Moore, he really has a lot to build on. He one of the things we talked about with Cavs' Corner about winning and losing and how to develop that winning atmosphere. And Coach Moore's on that right track with those kids because he can see a lot of things, positive things to build on in this game. Forget the score. The score means nothing. We got better. We played hard. We were scrappy. We stayed in the game. You never gave up. We stayed positive. All the good things that we're working on happened tonight. So that would be my message if I was Coach Moore.
All right, well, let's step aside. When we come back, we will go over our German-American Bank scoring plays, and then we certainly will have our most outstanding players as well. Want to bring your attention one more time to tonight's scoreboard, presented by Call's Body Shop. They'll make it like new. Stay tuned. More post-game show upcoming here on Glycod.
Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout Southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
One more time, I'll point you to the tonight's scoreboard ticker presented by Call's Body Shop. They'll make it like new. We just had a final come in from the Charlestown North Harrison game, and we will be at Charlestown next week for Providence Charlestown. That could very well be a good one, and need to show you our German American Bank scoring plays. Now a look at tonight's final numbers presented by German American Bank, home of the School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. In the first quarter, Floyd Central scored first, a 22-yard touchdown run by Sebastian Robertson. Then the second quarter, 33-yard rushing TD by Donovan Taylor, followed up by a 26-yard TD run by Sebastian Robertson, and then a 24-yard rushing touchdown by Treson Hawkins. don't know why I have that in there twice. Here we go. Our third and fourth quarter plays. FC scored 9:39 left in the third quarter with a rushing touchdown by Robertson. That was after that fumble recovery or interception. I'm not sure exactly what you call that. Ball went straight up in the air.
Yeah.
And then a 56-yard TD rush by Robertson. He had 4 scores on the evening. Then in the fourth quarter, Luke Jacoby with an 8-yard TD run after on the previous play he had a long run to set that up. And then a 71-yard rushing touchdown by Trayshawn Hawkins capped off our scoring with 4:02 left. And he sure looked good on that one.
Yeah, and again, for Seymour's credit, there's no quit in them. They played hard right to the very end.
Yep, all the way to the end.
Yes.
All right, well, let's step aside. When we come back, we will give you the most outstanding players of the game and talk about next week's schedule. So stay tuned for that here on Glycod.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's 2 sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
As we are serenaded by Navy ROTC and their backpack blowers
it's not
cleaning up.
Quite the same music that I was hoping to hear from the bagpiper.
Yeah, that's
This
right.
is more of the lawn leaf blower
version.
Yeah.
It's time for our most outstanding players. Tonight's most outstanding players brought to you by Allstate Insurance agent Packy Page for a quote on home, auto, or life insurance. Contact Packy at 812-202-7271. He puts you in good hands. And for our most outstanding players, let's turn it back over to Coach Kaz. Coach, first for Seymour.
Seymour, a pretty easy pick here for Seymour. Trayshawn Hawkins, 5'9", 180-pound senior running back, 2 touchdowns, some outstanding runs. Probably had well over 100 yards rushing, tonight.
Yep. Oh, yeah, 71 on the one rush.
Yeah. And then for Floyd Central, with 4 touchdowns, Sebastian Robertson, our all-glycod returnee from last year, 6 foot, 205 senior. But with that being said, as good as he plays, he really has some people that he needs to take care of, and that would be Bryson Cook, Blanton Varvel, Gunnar Fortner, Lucas Alejandro, and Owen Pryor. And those are his offensive linemen. So
problem is in high school you can't buy them all like Harleys.
You can buy them a malt.
A malt, okay, yeah. Take them to Berry Twist.
Take them to Berry Twist, get a malt, but take care of your offensive linemen.
Okay.
Sebastian, excuse me.
Yep, that's right. So our most outstanding players again, Trayshawn Hawkins and Sebastian Robertson. Again, brought to you by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Packy at 812-202-7271. Now let's talk about next week's upcoming schedule, and that brought to you by HKC Roofing. Coming up next Friday, our Week 5 schedule, and HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. You can give a call at 502-212-1081. And that schedule looks as follows. Our Kentuckiana games, of course, we also have, check glycod.com for all those games over in Central Kentucky, but Providence at Charlestown. We will be, Coach Kaz and I, Christian, will be up at Charlestown for a 7 p.m. kickoff in that one, and should be a good game. Charlestown and defeating North Harrison tonight. And Trinity at Mail, that's always a biggie, and Fern Creek at Ballard. So 3 big games for you in our Kentuckian area.
Looking forward to going to Charlestown, seeing their new coach, his new team in action.
Yep.
Be our first chance to actually see them perform, so that'll be good. And they're going to be playing a tough Providence team, so we hopefully have another really good game.
We hope we have a good game, and this one was closer than the score.
Right.
The score really showed.
Yeah.
Well, easy for me to say.
And it was an
good
entertaining game. I like the way that we're going to call them, instead of the Seymour Owls, we're going to call them the Seymour Scrappies.
Seymour Scrappies sounds very good. Well, that's going to do it from Floyd Central this evening. We want to thank you very much the nice folks at Floyd Central for having us here, and including the new AD here, Mr. Kane, and also want to say thank you to executive producer Steve Bird, for Christian Sanchez on camera, and Coach Jim Kazmarek. I'm Dr.
We got 1 more minute?
Yeah,
1 second.
Sure, yeah.
Just a public service announcement.
Okay.
If you're not doing anything tomorrow morning,
okay,
8:30,
yep,
there is a 5K fun run walk. I'm in the fun walk.
Okay, sounds good.
That benefits Brandon's house, which is a very, very good cause in New Albany. So
fantastic.
8:30, if you don't have anything to do tomorrow, you want a nice walk.
Where would that be?
That would be down at the amphitheater down on the river in New Albany.
Okay.
I'll be there with my dog Teddy and my wife Janice.
All right. Well, there you go. Go head out and meet Coach Kaz for a good cause.
Yeah.
And that 5K, it's supposed to be a beautiful morning.
Yes.
Head on out and do that. Well, folks, that's going to do it. So for Coach Jim Kazmarek, I'm Dr. Todd Carter saying good night. God bless, and we will see you next week on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School Football. Presented by Red Ball Recycling, Southern Indiana's premier recycling solution. Tonight's game was brought to you by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Mac Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions. Our place, where change is possible together. Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program, helping people, changing lives. And by German American Bank, Northside Security, Call's Body Shop, and the City of New Albany.
Visit glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.